Greetings, tax fans. I've done a couple of these videos on running your overseas company from the UK, but it seems that you're not listening. Well, I'm sure you are, dear viewer. Just everybody else on this darn platform is ignoring it. If you remain in the UK and run a business overseas, so that could be the UAE, it could be anywhere, then it's highly unlikely that you're going to achieve anything from a UK tax point of view. Firstly, if you are a director of the company and remain in the UK, then the company is likely to be resident for tax purposes in the UK and therefore subject to UK corporation tax. And this won't change by merely adding a nominee as a different name on the tin. If you get a proper professional director, and you can pay for this, pay for somebody essentially who is taking all the strategic decisions for the company from overseas, and you might get out of the starting blocks in that scenario, but that will be more expensive than a nominee. However, the bigger problem will always be the personal tax anti-avoidance rules. But Andy, I hear you say, what's that got to do with my company? Well, if you wait a minute, I'll tell you. Because you see, in the context of a company, if the shareholder is UK resident and there is non-UK income arising to that company and there is no commercial reason for that company being overseas, then our dear friends at HMRC will come along and broadly look through the company and tax you as if you received the income. So in short, a pretty lousy result. So to recap, what do you need to be successful? Two things really. The directors of the company need to be properly exercising management and control and be resident outside of the UK. And secondly, you need a commercial reason for the company to set up overseas in that particular jurisdiction. That, incidentally, is not something you will easily persuade HMRC around. Of course, and this is perhaps the crunch, if both of these are much easier if you, as a shareholder and the director of the company, are resident outside of the UK. So that is probably the biggest tip in this video. So that's all for now. Any questions or queries, observations, or the usual insults, please leave them below in the comments. Thank you very much.